Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello, amigos y amigas around the world. Happy 4th of July. We are coming to you live from San Francisco, California. This is Mojito. He's saying hi. My name is Isa. I am a mom of one. I work full time and I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hi guys, happy 4th. My name is Candy. I'm a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luisa. I'm also a mom of two, a full-time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
Hi, everyone. Happy 4th of July. I'm Carla. I am a mom of two, a full time employee, and a proud digital business owner.
So, welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in and giving us a few minutes of your time today. The topic for today is financial independence equals modern day freedom. I'm talking about real freedom, not just freedom to travel or sleep in, but the kind where you don't have to stress every time a bill comes or worry because you're tied to someone else's schedule. I'm the director of nursing at an ambulatory surgery center, and I work so hard during the week that the 2 days I have off, I'm exhausted or way too tired to do anything. It wasn't until my mom passed away and seeing my dad alone and getting older that I really began to reevaluate what was most important to me. I began to think, how can I free up my time so I can spend it with the people who matter most in my life? Because time, as you know, is so precious and fleeting. I knew I wanted more, but I didn't know where to start. And then it hit me. Financial independence is modern day freedom. That's what I'm chasing, and that's what I'm here to share with you today. So, the first key point I want to talk about is financial independence gives you time control. Now, we all get 24 hours in a day, but when you rely on a 9 to 5 job, someone else is deciding how you use most of those hours. So, anyone who works full time can totally relate to me. You get up, you go to work, you come home, and then you spend your time doing all over again day after day after day. And I can't speak for anyone else, but I know that I'm tired of living for the weekends. That's why I started this digital business. When I started looking into financial independence, the biggest shift for me wasn't money. It's about the time. The ability to wake up without an alarm or to spend more time with my family or even just breathe without rushing from task to task to task. Time freedom isn't about doing nothing. It's really about choosing how I spend my days. Some days I'm super productive. Some days I'm lazy. Other days I'm creative or I read. But the point really is that I get to decide. It's crazy how much peace comes from just not being rushed all the time. I'm in control of my own calendar. And I know this doesn't happen overnight, but it really starts with creating income that isn't tied to trading time for dollars. That's how things really started shifting for me. So stop chasing a paycheck and start building your freedom.
Yes, and then the second one is financial independence means not settling for just enough. There was a time that I used to think as long as the bills are paid, I'm okay. And I really meant it. I was grateful and thankful. But deep down, I knew I was just getting by, living paycheck to paycheck, always hoping nothing big comes up. That's not security. That's just surviving. So I remember before, even something as simple as eating out, like McDonald's, I had to check my bank account first. I'd ask myself, do I even have enough? And many times the answer was no. It broke my heart to say no to the kids, not because I didn't want to treat them, but because I couldn't afford it. And that feeling stuck with me. For me, financial independence means finally having more than enough, not to brag, but to feel safe, to have peace of mind, to not panic when something unexpected happens, like car trouble, school expenses, or even medical bills. And I've been there, those moments where you're doing the math in your head before you swipe your card. That kind of stress wears you down. Now that I'm building something for myself through this digital business, I don't live in that fear anymore. I'm planning better. I have more cushion. I even get to help others without worrying if it'll hurt my own budget. I used to feel guilty for wanting more, like I was wrong to want something extra. But now I see it differently. Wanting more isn't greedy, it's wise. It's about giving yourself and your family a better life. We don't have to settle for just enough. We deserve options and we deserve peace. We deserve to breathe.
Yes, and then the third key point is financial independence unlocks creativity and passion. So it's really hard to dream big when you're constantly worrying about the money. And I remember those days when every week it felt like a struggle just to get by. And I was so focused on paying the bills and surviving that I forgot to do what I enjoyed doing. And I realized that, how much of me was losing in the process. But when I said yes to this digital business, something changed. I slowly started feeling alive again, and all these ideas started flowing. I had the energy to try and create new things and to actually enjoy life again. And financial independence doesn't mean doing nothing all day, like what Isa mentioned earlier. It means finally having that mindset to ask, what do I love to do? What do I want to do? And having the freedom to go for it. And I've seen people go back to school, pick up hobbies that they once loved, and start projects that they're passionate about, and even traveling again. Not because they're rich, but because they finally had the options to do so. And it's like getting your spark back. And for me, that spark led to doors I didn't even know were possible when I was just stuck in the survival mode. And this is not like you being lazy, but you're just tired. You're just so tired. So give yourself a little space and watch what starts to grow.
Yes. And then the last one is breaking financial. Hold on, sorry. And the last one is financial independence breaks generational patterns. So I used to think that stress and debt were just part of life. Like that was the normal adult experience. So I didn't realize that those things were just part of a cycle and that I had the power to break it. So this digital journey that I'm on isn't just about me. Yes, I want time freedom and financial freedom, but it goes deeper than that. I'm doing this for my kids, for my parents, for the next generation of our family. So they don't have to carry the same money struggles that I am going through or I had. So I watched my loved ones work so hard just to make ends meet, and that kind of hustle deserves so much respect. But I also believe we're meant to grow. We're meant to learn, evolve, and do things differently. So when I started building income online using automation and shifting my mindset, everything started to change. I saw a path that didn't involve burning out. And now, I'm building something I can actually pass down, not just a paycheck, but options, knowledge, or a better way forward. That's the legacy that I want to leave. So it's not about being perfect or knowing everything from day one. It's about saying yes to something different. Because when you step into financial independence, you're not just changing your life, you're changing your whole family's future.
That's right. Remember, everyone, you are not behind. You're not too late. With this business, you can work from your phone, set your own pace, actually build something sustainable without needing to be a tech expert or have a big following. It's simple, it's smart, it works. So if you're listening to us and something inside of you is saying, I want that too, please don't ignore it. That's your sign. We're here to walk with you, show you what we've learned, and help you get started. Shoot us a message or drop a comment, and we will send you the info. This could be your first step toward that freedom that we've been talking about.
Yes. So the first step is going to any of our website and register with your name and email address. My website, it's the inglegacy.com. Luisa's at luisaenriquez.com. Carla's is at carlaporganan.com. And Isa's at isabellacisneros.com. So go to any of our website, register with your name and email address, and you'll get the link to our free 90-minute webinar, which happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There you'll hear from real people, their real stories and real success. And if you cannot make it live, the replay link is also available. So just go ahead and watch it. It will give you an overview of what a digital business is. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to send us any of your questions, and we're happy to answer all of them for you.
So if you've been craving more time, more choices, financial independence might be the key you've been looking for. And that's the kind of freedom this digital business is helping us build. So if you're curious how it can work for you too, we'd love to show you how to get started.
Yes, if you're anything like us and you're just tired of your 9-to-5 job, you're tired of asking for vacation from your boss and hearing no, or you're just tired of living paycheck to paycheck, maybe this is the answer that you've been waiting for. If you're tired of feeling stuck, maybe, there's more to life than just living that paycheck to paycheck. And this is the first step that you need to take. So you can do it together with your full-time job. All of us are full-time employees at the moment. Maybe in the near future, we won't be. Maybe this would be our plan B will turn into our plan A. So, you can do it. It's very flexible. You just need the internet, your phone, your laptop, and you're good to go. You just need to follow step-by-step training and just be coachable. So yeah, please feel free to send us a message and ask any questions that you need to, and we'd be happy to answer all your questions for you.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, everyone. Stay tuned for tomorrow, where we'll be having talking about another topic. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Bye.
Before,
Happy
thank
4th of
you.
July.
Bye.